That's right. It's time for Second Chance Romance, where the three of us go looking for love in quite literally the worst place ever, a morning radio show. Yeah. Who do we have today first, Holly?
We're going to kick it off with Steve.
Here we go. Steve, you there?
Yeah. Hello. How are you?
You know, Steve, fine as frog hair. How are you?
I'm good. I'm all right. Excuse me. I got a little something in my throat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Steve, thank you for doing this. Thanks for emailing Holly. And I know she kind of briefed you of how this goes. So I'll start by just asking you, tell us about your date, please.
Yeah. So it was this girl named Jen. Let's see. I guess we grabbed dinner. I'm kind of an outgoing guy, so I want to do something a little, something a little where we could just be ourselves. So we did a Mongolian barbecue.
I love it.
How first date awkward. I get I just a place where we could get up, be moving, and have a great meal.
Yep. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying continue.
Oh yeah, no, it was great. I mean, she was cute, and she was, she was up to the date, which sometimes, first dates are stressors, much like talking on the radio. I'm sorry. And I feel like we were just, doing all the things. We were having a great time, and it was good. I can't complain. We're doing all the things we're supposed to do. That doesn't make you feel stupid, I guess.
So Steve, you felt like, out of as far as first dates go, you feel like this was a good
one. Yes, I do. I mean, it was normal. I mean, no one caught on fire or anything. So I'm thinking, I think it was fine. And that's the whole thing. I mean, we left the restaurant, we had a good time. We agreed to meet again. And I haven't heard back from her. So, I'm kind of bummed about that. So I'm just like, since me reaching out to you guys, maybe you guys can figure out what's going on. I don't know.
I'm just grateful you didn't catch on fire.
Oh, boy.
Just, did anything weird? And I know Holly warned you that I was going to ask, did anything weird happen at the end? Like, do you have any weird habits that might have, pushed you into the friend zone or anything like that?
See, that's the thing, guys, is I'm racking my brain trying to figure that out. I don't think so.
Okay.
I really don't. Mm-hmm. So, you would have to hear from someone else. I don't think so.
Mm.
So,
okay. So everything,
I'm thinking back, like I said, I didn't catch her on fire. I didn't step on her feet. I just don't know.
Okay, glad the bar is there. She didn't catch on fire.
That
means it was a normal date.
It was a good date.
Yeah.
She didn't catch on fire.
Oh, yeah, hear you, Steve. Totally.
Yeah. Lisa had a third date that ended with a little bit of fire, but that's a whole other story, right, Lisa? Yeah, we'll get to that.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Anyway, okay, Steve, what we're going to do is we're going to put you on hold. You're going to be able to hear everything that happens next. Now, we actually have Jen on the other line. She's heard nothing. All that she's agreed to do is to talk about a date. She doesn't know that we're calling about you specifically. So, yeah, I know. It's fun, believe me. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. Steve, hold on just a second. Okay, we're going to talk to Jen now. Hi, Jen, are you there?
Hello? Yes.
Hi, Jen, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay. How are you?
You sound thrilled to be talking to us.
Jen.
Jen, I know this is weird. I know you're probably reluctant to do this. You're live on the radio right now. This is strange.
Okay.
Holly told you we're calling about a date that you've had recently.
Mm-hmm.
We're calling about your date with Steve. You do know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Steve.
Okay.
Would you mind if I got a little bit more into your business? Because the reason we're doing this here, let me just level with you. It is our understanding that there was a date, but there wasn't anything after that. So we're kind of calling to ask why. Was there a reason there hasn't been anything else?
I mean, yeah, of course there was a reason. I mean, he's kind of gross. Um, I know that's a little bit harsh, but it's true.
Oh, okay, Jen. So Steve is gross. Can you give us some details about why Steve is gross? That's such like a big generalization.
I mean, I can't believe this guy's doing this.
Oh,
Okay, so I don't know what he told you, but we went out to eat, which was fine. He picked the restaurant, and he insisted on barbecue, which like fine. Mongolian barbecue, like which was kind of weird, but the kind where you go, like you build your own bowl and they cook it for you, and
Yeah.
whatever. I was like, I'll try it. So we made our own bowls. And when Steve was making his, he dumped like the hottest sauce imaginable into his bowl. Like he scooped it all in. And I was like, wow, okay. And he said, he likes heat and, fine. But then his food was like being cooked, and even the chef, like I could tell, kind of give him a look like, it was like burning his eyes. So we sit down to eat. Steve is profusely sweating. Like, I mean, literally dripping sweat. His face is so red, but he's still eating it. Like he didn't stop. And he was sweating so much that it dripped it dripped off his face and into his food. And he still ate his food with the sweat on it. That is what happened.
Oh,
Okay.
Jen!
Jen, we okay.
Oh,
I
thank you for clarifying
Thank
what
you,
gross
yes.
means, Jen.
now
I mean, what? I literally, I thought he was joking.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
now other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? I mean, no, but if that had not, Jen, let me ask you this. If that had not happened, I know you can't go back in time and unsee something, but do you think there would have been va 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 voom had that not happened?
I mean, I don't know. He ate his sweat. Like
Yeah,
it was just
I get it.
too much.
Oh.
I mean, I have no idea what would have happened if we had a normal date, quote unquote. But like, why would you take someone there on a first date?
Yeah,
Yes.
because then even if you went on another date, who knows what would have happened?
Well, Jen,
I
here's the
mean,
deal. Here's the deal. You obviously figured out that we got your number info stuff from Steve. So Steve is actually on the other line. He was the one that emailed us. He's heard this. So Holly, let's go ahead and put Steve up.
Okay.
Steve, say hi to Jen.
Yeah. Hey, Jen. Hey. Hello.
Hello.
It's like Mike's golf
Hey.
shop.
So I'm guessing. By the way, you described it. You didn't like our date. Is that right?
I mean, Steve, I'm just going to be blunt to help you out. It was so nasty. Like, first you load it up on the heat, then you're sweating, then you're eating your sweat. It's just not a good idea for a first date.
Well, I told you that I like spicy food, and it's very healthy for you. There was nothing unhealthy about what I did.
I mean, I don't know if eating your sweat is healthy, but there's a difference between, adding a little kick and, practically blinding the chef from the heat. I mean, it was just, we're not dating for 5 years.
But it's what I like. Don't you need to know what I like? It's my preference. It's my prerogative, right?
Right. And it's my prerogative to not go out with you again. There's a difference between a preference and being an embarrassment to yourself in public. I mean, I'm not trying to be harsh, but like, come on, you have to know that eating your own sweat's pretty nasty.
Okay.
Okay,
Let me end this.
please.
I would imagine, because we would offer you a gift card to a non-spicy place if you wanted to give it another try. I'm assuming this is a hard no for you, Jen and Steve.
Well, I mean, I'll try it again. I mean, so
Yeah.
you want to go out again, Jen?
No. I hope I just saved your future dates. Like, I really hope you can find someone, but you have to be like a little bit, mindful of, embarrassing yourself.
So no.
I think that's a no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jen, Steve, thank you very much. Steve, I'm sorry we couldn't help you more. Jen, we appreciate your honesty and you doing this. We always recognize that this isn't typical for a Tuesday morning for most people. So thanks to the both of you.
Definitely not.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I have words.
Yes.
Do you have words, Lisa? What are your words, Lisa?
Well, okay. So I get that Steve likes spicy foods.
Yeah, Colin does.
My boyfriend likes spicy foods. But I'm with Jen. If Mike and I on our first date, he would have been, sweating through his clothes and into his food. I think I'm gonna be with her and be like, no, that's something that you wait until you know someone a little bit better. Like, do something a little more neutral when you're going out with somebody on a first date.
There shan't have been a second date.
No. But even then, is that kind of behavior like year 4 in a relationship? Because I still would be like, oh
no. If Colin,
I'm not going to be out in public with you. I'm sorry.
Colin likes spicy food a lot, and if he gets the hottest China syndrome wings at Serums. But if he started sweating onto the platter of wings, I don't think we would be together anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sweat on yourself, but don't sweat in your food or my food.
Oh,
He just ruined my wings.
oh no. Oh.